SPY moving up pretty nicely right now. Fiserv starting to bounce, so you got to be careful here. Again, I'm not in it, but I am in DIG Sports, which is bouncing as well, but it's pretty flat. Can't quite get above that VWAP. Palantir moved up a little bit here. 128. Again, I got 129, 131 expiring tomorrow. Still like it long. UNH getting a bounce here. BABA also bouncing up a little bit, but it's holding below the VWAP. Tesla bouncing up above the VWAP. So I'm not touching anything long here right now. I'm just going to wait to see what the market does. Again, market has gone green. SPY has gone green by about 0.1%. Decent little move. AWMB doesn't sound like you're too happy with this market. It's a crazy market. It's been for a good long time. It's news driven, which means you got to be very, very cautious. You got to take small size. You got to take profits pretty quickly. You don't want to get over involved in this market. You can't swing it at all. It's very difficult to swing. Again, all I did today is I took Tesla short for just one and a half candles. Took good profits on that. We had a nice trade in SMR yesterday that we took off for a 50% profit. But other than that, I just don't have much trading here right now. SPY bouncing up here. Some of the medical stocks like UNH are getting clobbered. They're starting to bounce off of lows this morning. So is FI. You took ANET long Tuesday. Yeah, bounced up above the 50 and the 100-day moving average, closed above there, gapped up yesterday, closed above it, and it's sitting right on it today. Still a good long setup. It just depends on whether you've got shares. Didn't take it yesterday. You were targeting to 105. Yeah, it's down. Obviously, this thing can move around, but if you get calls on this, I don't know when they expire. But it's sitting right on the 8 and right on the 100-day and 200-day moving average. This market is brutal. I mean, this is brutal. You've got a spread expiring tomorrow. Yeah, it's a crapshoot now. It could move up above the 100 and 50, or it could move back down to the 8. It'd still be bullish. It's still in a bullish trend here on ANET. Check out AEVA. AEVA, yeah. Auto parts ripping up here today. Had earnings, off of earnings. Big volume off of earnings. Been big volume the last few days on this thing. It's really moving fast, up 25% today. What kind of volume does it have? Yeah, 2.4 million, pretty good volume today. Average is about 1.5 million, so big move in AEVA. Nice look on that one. There it is right there. Gapped up to this is the earnings right here, I think. Yeah, earnings right there. This morning moved up, kind of priced sideways. Now it's starting to move up again. What's it got? Yeah, just not the all-time high. Let's show you where it gets some resistance. This is a pretty stretched out chart right now on the daily. See, this is a very big stretched out. This is earnings right here. It's too far away from the 8 exponential moving average for me to chase it here. It's just too far. It's not terribly extended from the 8, but it is quite a bit today. I would want to see a pullback on the 5-minute chart, and then perhaps take it as a long. It's a decent long. Yeah, nice look on that one. It's a SPY, still moving right through the pivot point. SPY green, we get some buyers coming in here now. Again, we have a little bit of short this morning, and now we got the buyers coming back in again. I'm watching to see if Palantir can move up toward the 129 level. William WMB SPY looks like a chop fest. It has been. Yesterday was a low probability trading environment. Today has been a low probability trading environment. We are getting a little bit of a lift in the market now. The stocks like Baidu that were down this morning on earnings, still going flat. Baba also, whoops, not Nina. Baba, right here, gap down in earnings. Still bearish. You see, it's still below the VWAP as the SPY moves up. Not getting any. These are relatively weak stocks right now. Alfie, for God's sakes, what's the problem?
I don't know. Close the door. What are you barking at?
I hear one more.
Not ours. I got it. You and me, baby. You and me.
I don't see anything here.
SPY with a nice little push up in the SPY there. Tesla, she gets not showing much strength with the market. Baba also not showing much strength, with very in fact is showing weakness right here. Does have a little blue in the momentum, but still going sideways. Foot Locker, not Foot Locker, FI. Right down to it's right. I got it right on the support level right now. BKS not doing much of anything here. Again, I have a 177.50, 172.50 put debit spread on DKS. But let's just not doing much of anything. Baba also a good short. Zakamai trying to bounce up a little bit. I'm not touching any of this stuff right now. I don't know what the market's going to do. Obviously, it's trying to stage a little bit of a rally here, but he's a little shooting star here, and I'm not getting involved in this. My doggy doesn't like Chinese stock, Roger. Yeah, no, he pushes me to buy Chewy all the time. Which is pretty bullish, by the way. I'm just waiting for some setups that I can sink my teeth into here. Even for intraday trades, I don't really find anything right now. Apple bounced up now all of a sudden. Meta down today about 1.3%. Reddit down about 8%. These were all good strong stocks yesterday. Roblox just basically flat, pulled down and now bounced up just a little bit. Suzanne, oh, what's the shooting star? It's a basically it's an inverted hammer. As the stock moves up to the high, it's only really effective typically when you're near the high of a particular trend. So we're at the high of a trend. Shooting star is basically a candlestick that has a big wick on the top, and then it comes back in. Basically, what it's saying is at this point in the level of the SPY, that buyers come in, they push it up here. This is where the sellers came back in and pushed it back down. Now these don't apply to Heikin-Ashi. Heikin-Ashi candles are constructed differently, but on regular candles, this is what's considered a shooting star. I usually watch for them more on the daily chart, but that is a shooting star, and it could indicate a little bit of a topping pattern with a little bit of a pullback. I'm sorry, I throw out these terms of candlestick patterns and candlestick setups that I know not everybody knows them. But again, I don't give it an awful lot of credence on a day like this, because this is we're really, I wouldn't be at all surprised to see this pull right back again toward the VWAP later. So FI is moving sideways. Again, I am in Dick's Board. I need this thing to drop down a little bit, and I'm still in my Palantir call debit spread. That's it. I took Tesla today for a nice about $1.25 of profit per contract on a very, very quick move right here. Get in here, get out here, and now it's just moving sideways. Yeah, Suzanne, that shooting star, by the way, that it's to me it's more effective on a daily chart to give you when a stock is moving into a long uptrend, for example, and you get a shooting star, you watch it, and if you get a start to get a sell off the next day, that kind of indicates at least a temporary top. About 11:30 here. See if we get some more questions here. J&J seems to have gone the other way. Yeah, it does, Pat, and I'm happy they got out of it yesterday. I still liked it short, and I was thinking of taking it overnight, but I don't trust this market at all. It's bounced right back up to a resistance level. This J&J right here. Again, I was in it yesterday. I got out at the end of the day, made some money on it. But here you got a gap up right to that resistance level right there. Still bearish. I mean, this is still bearish, but I wouldn't touch a short until you get another breakdown. Certainly below today's low. Unlike UNH, which got clobbered here recently, but it's also, see how it's bouncing as well right now. UNH is bouncing. Fiserv is also bouncing right off of that. It hit that support level almost to the penny on Fiserv. But again, pretty garbagey market right now. So SPY filled the gap, and it's just kind of meandering around near the high right now. So some significant bounces here in the market. Also look at Pfizer with this bounce here. Coming back up from 160 to 168 just in a flash like that. Again, and you just gotta be careful not to get trapped there. UNH not showing that kind of strength. BABA just moving sideways. Watching Palantir. Whoops. Palantir right here. Moving up toward that 129 level. Tesla with a good bounce too.
I gotta pee. No barking. Mostly cold. No barking.
Excel's still going. A lot of mixed red and green ones in here. You can see Baidu is trying to bounce a little bit. Baba not doing much of anything here. Again, I'm in GKS short. It's just moving sideways. Palantir creeping back up. pretty nice move in the market here. It keeps on ripping up here. This is a pretty strong bounce off the low this morning. The SPY is now up 0.3%. Resistance on the SPY right now is 590.49. 590.49. Just went through the 588.45. 590.49 is the next resistance level. There's no additional major resistance area levels on the SPY until we get to the all-time high at this point, which is still quite a ways away, about 614. But there is quite a few minor horizontal resistance levels on the way up. IWM green for the day now, 0.2% up. Triple Q's now up 0.2%, and the SPY up almost 0.3%. So while the index is up between 2 and 0.3%. Yeah, market pretty strong here on this after this garbage this morning. Pretty nice little run up here. Nation, you took a CVS short with 61 puts. Yeah, you gotta watch that 200-day very closely. And that's the 200 that it's stuck between the. You like the two SMAs as resistance. Yeah, you've got the 200 and you've got the 100. But you really want to see it close below this 100-day moving average. This 200-day moving average right here. You can see it's sitting right on it right now. It broke below it. Now it's popped back up above it. The daily chart's obviously bearish. I mean, this thing has rolled over a lot. But there's going to be some support there. I don't really have any other horizontal support, but I do have this 200-day. I'm sure you're looking at those same things. Market's still pretty choppy here. Coming up in 5 minutes at 12. Nice little run up in the market. Now it's kind of flattening out a little bit. Q's doing the same thing. I'm watching Tesla. See if I can get short again. I can't take it short here yet. Amazon red here today. Google also red. Nvidia green and oops, also red now. Yeah, pulled back pretty hard this morning. All right, back in just a minute. Only got a day left on Palantir right now. I paid $78 a contract for that spread on Palantir. The 129, 131, I paid 78. It's 84 right now. I'm gonna watch it a bit today. I'm probably gonna take it off today. I only got one day to do. I can't afford another day of a pullback or flatness. If I get above the 129 level, which I am right now, as it moves up toward 131, the premiums are gonna start going up. So I'm gonna watch them pretty closely. Right now they're trading at 85, so I'm about 10% on this thing. 12 o'clock. Getting a little hungry here. All right, be back in just a minute. Alright, watching the market. Again, putting a new high of the day. Still moving up nicely. Again, resistance at 590.49. Very close to where we are right now. It's horizontal resistance. Again, it's not a moving average, but it's a horizontal resistance. Palantir is still trading around 129. Tesla moving up a little bit here. DKS just moving sideways. SPY with a nice little move though. Up 3/10 of a percent right now. Q's up 2/10 of a percent. About 12:08. Gonna take lunch here in about 10 minutes or so. SPY continues, buys and Qs continue to move up. Microsoft, 40% gains yesterday on yesterday's calls. Nice job, Joe. Trimming Qs right now. Very nice. Doing some quick trading. And Microsoft overnight was a good one. Up today about 0.6%. Nice little move. Charter having a good day today too. CHTR. Just grinding up all day long.
platforms.
SPY still putting in new highs. All right, I'm going to stop and get some lunch here. I'm not really in anything right now except DKS as a short. Put debit spread on DKS. And I'm still in my Palantir call debit spread, which is hovering right around break even, just a little bit above break even for me right now. Tesla's still moving up a little bit. Yeah, I like it short setup intraday, but not right here, not for now. Got to get a reverse on this. Okay, I'll be back in just a little bit. I'm going to grab some lunch. Thanks for the YouTube folks who watched me today. I appreciate the you coming in here. Long or short, you're not trading anything right now, swinging anything right now. So I don't blame you. That's probably the best position to take, other than Palantir for a swing call debit spread, which is obviously much less aggressive than buying calls in it. That's it. I'm just taking day trades right now. Very difficult. We did close out SMR yesterday. That was a nice win for us yesterday. It moved up again today, right to the resistance level, but we were happy with the profit. Took 50% on that yesterday. So, all right, everybody. So listen, thanks everybody. YouTube. I'm gonna go ahead and close that down so I can get some lunch, and we'll see you back on Friday. We'll be here back on Friday morning, and I'll be opening at around 11:15 on Friday morning. All right. Have a great afternoon.